You going up against other champions? You think you're going to get 50%? You think you're going to give 70%? You think you're going to give 80? I watch y'all. Y'all good, but you need to be great in this league too. You're real good at what you do, but some of you don't finish. You look good in the first. You look good in the second. But the fourth with the last 3 minutes, I can tell with the last three. Listen to me. The real beast is the last 4 minutes. The real beast is when their legs give out. The real beast when they tired. The real beast find a way to pull something out when nobody else ain't got nothing. I'm from Detroit. I watched Barry Sanders do it. I watched Big Zigger, Les Brown. I'm not the best, but they have not outworked me. They better than me. They speak better than me. I got a GED, doggone it. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. They better than me. I just get up every day at 3 and give you a video. I just get up every day at 12 and give you another one. I just get up at 5 and give you another. I'm not the best. I'm a beast. I'm not the fastest. Like, I want to tell y'all a secret. Please don't share this away from here because I'm about to develop it and make it into like a shirt and stuff. Y'all see people be having the lions? You ever seen people like with the shirts with the lions where they tattoo a lion? You know the lion is 30%. Do you know that the hunting rate of a lion is 30%? So if a lion come after you, you got almost a 70% chance of getting away from a man. Go watch it on TV. You got a chance of getting away from a man. Go watch it. Like the lion, rah, jump on top. And then I'm out. Sometimes you'll see 2 lions on top and some kind of way they still get out. Y'all know who the real king of the jungle is? The African wild dog. They got an 83% chance. When they come get your butt, it's an 83% chance they're gonna kill you. A lion only got like 30, 33. But the reason why the lion is considered the king of the jungle is because of his mane. Because of the way he look and he roars. The hyena don't look like that. But I bet you if you pay attention, you'll see a lion's mouth in the hyena. You'll see a lion head in the hyena mouth. Why? Because the hyena knows that he got that look, but he ain't necessary to be the king of the jungle, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you why they're African wild dog. Number one, they can run like about 60, 70 miles per hour. That's not impressive. The cheetah can do that. But the cheetah can only do it for about a mile. Them boys can do it for about 5, 6 miles. Imagine somebody chasing you at 60 miles per hour for 5, you gonna get tired. They run in packs, and watch this one. Y'all gotta write this one down. They communicate like no other animal. They communicate to one another. If y'all wanna be champions, you gotta communicate to each other. Number one, I need my seniors, my vets, those who know that this ain't no game, this is life. You gotta be a leader, y'all. You gotta hold these boys accountable, man. For real, man, you can't let these dudes come in when they wanna come in, eat whatever they wanna eat when they wanna eat, do whatever they wanna do when they wanna do it. Why? Because your success is... Ma, you worked out today? How many hours you work out? 3 hours. He on vacation, 3 hours, y'all. Y'all gotta hold people accountable. Who you running with? Don't let these dudes come in here and think they won because they made it to the league. You ain't won nothing yet. You just got here. You ain't won nothing yet. Everybody here. Separate yourself. You can't let these dudes come in and just think they can half work out, and it's gonna show on game day. Hold them accountable. Be a leader. Show by example. The reason why I talk with so much passion because I live everything I'm talking about. You'll never hear me talk about working out because I don't work out. I don't be on no, get up and bench press. I don't be talking about no bench pressing. I don't bench press. I'd be lucky if I do 500 push-ups in a year. I don't be telling nobody be on no diet. I ain't on one. I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Why? Because I don't do it. But getting up at 3 o'clock, I talk about it. Getting them degrees, I talk about it. Being the best in your industry, I talk about it. I go pound to pound with any other motivational speaker. I talk about it. Pound for pound. I didn't say I was the best, but you're not gonna outwork me. My grandma called and said, grandson, you all over the world. When you gonna get some rest? I said, when I die, grandma. My ancestors 400 years ago, they didn't have this opportunity. They couldn't come to speak. Listen to me very closely. My ancestors didn't have this. And I ain't talking about slavery. I'm talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. He'd run circles around me, but he wasn't born when you could make 75 grand to 100 grand speaking. Martin Luther King would run circles around me. He had his PhD at 26. I got mine in my 40s. He's the best of the best. If Martin Luther King was alive right now, all his stuff would go viral. But guess what? That speech, I Have a Dream, imagine that joker being on Instagram. Imagine them TikToking that joker. The problem is, though, he was born in the 60s. There are opportunities that I have he didn't have. You think I'm gonna waste those? So I need y'all to do me a favor. Number one, set the standard on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Your standard. I'm not telling you what standard to set. I'm telling you this, if you smoking and drinking, you better be the best in the league. If you smoking and drinking during the week and you ain't the best in your position, you might want to stop. You might want to stop smoking and drinking until you're the best in you might want to stop going out to parties if not. Are you listening to what I'm trying to tell you? If you're not the best in your position, why are you playing? Why are you having fun? Why are you rewarding yourself for something you hadn't accomplished? This is the time to work. The NFL stands for not too long. You ain't got another 20 years. You better take the short time you have and be the best that you can be, because they pay you different when you're the best. The perks are different when you're the best. Set the standard. Am I clear before I move? Because I ain't just moving to be moving. Am I clear? Do you think he set the standard? I'm just being real. Do you think he set the standard? And as a result of setting the standard, he one of the best of the best. Standards established as a model example. The standards you set determine the results you get. Listen to me, don't let nobody tell you talent. Don't let nobody tell you opportunity. That's not the truth. Standard you set determines the results you get. I hate school. I went and got a PhD. You know why I went and got a PhD? People respect you when you finish. They look at you different. I'm not smarter than nobody because I got a PhD. I'm not a better human than nobody because I got a PhD. But when somebody say you got a PhD, you know what that means? Man, he started something, he finished. And they know how rigorous it is. Like, yo, you went through that and you feel, I'm still ET. I don't even go by doc unless I'm in an educational setting. I do, because it's a pecking order, you know what I'm saying? So they open different doors when you're at a major university and you have a doctorate degree. I set a standard, y'all. The standard you set determines the results you get. Now, my next goal is the New York best time seller, so I can charge $200,000. Because that's something that most people can't accomplish, so we about to go after that goal. Does that make sense? Then I'm going after the Nobel Prize. Why? Because just like you with the Lombardi trophy, I've got a trophy too. My trophy is the Nobel Prize. I want to be able to stand next to Mother Teresa. I want to be able to stand next to Martin Luther King. I want to be able to stand next to Gandhi. I want to be able to stand next to Desmond Tutu. Are you hearing me? Nelson Mandela, Eric Thomas. You feel me? I want my grandma to come Norway and see her baby do something. Just like you want to win the Super Bowl, I want to win something. And it wakes me up every day. And because I want to win the Nobel Prize, it's some stuff I just can't do and get caught doing. You can't win a Nobel Prize if you're getting caught doing some stuff. Oh, does that make sense? What's the standards that you set for yourself? So I'm gonna be real. We don't got time to go here, but where some of y'all come from, it wasn't a lot of standards. Don't get caught. You ain't on the block no more. I know you want to still talk about the block like you on the block, but you ain't on the block no more. I gave up my card. When I got my PhD, I gave up my hood card. That card was gone. I'm not hood no more. Now the hood still call me because they trying to get their baby in colleges all over the world. I just happen to know coaches and enrollment, so I get them in. But the hood don't call me to come to the hood no more. I gave up my hood card. Don't hold on to that no more. Don't hold on. There are certain standards that don't match no more. I'm married. I've been married 31 years. I got 2 kids. Those standards don't work no more. I got babies now that look up to me. It's some stuff that my babies ain't never seen me play video games. Is there something wrong with video games? Absolutely not. I just didn't want my kids seeing me playing video games. I want my son to see me on stage. Are you hearing what I'm saying? What's your standard? They got a standard here, and you got to go past it every single day when you come in here. Don't just look at the standard, contribute to it. Ain't nobody tripping on. I love Martin Luther King. He dead. I love God. I love Malcolm X. He dead. I love Garvey. He dead. I love what the Black Panthers did in Oakland. They dead. Bobby Seale, they gone. Eric Thomas is alive. I will add to what our ancestors did, not just talk about it. You looking for inspiration, Martin Luther King gone. I'm that new guy. I got you. You ain't got no daddy, turn on YouTube. I got you. I'm about to come with this heat. You need a little inspiration before you come to practice. I got you. I honor him. I honor X. I honor Garvey. I honor Sojourner Truth. I honor Harriet Tubman. I honor Bobby Seale. I honor them. And now I get in and I do the work.
Previously from Eric Thomas.
listen to me, as you're trying to get to that next level of success, you legitimately have to know what that is if somebody's going to be able to help you out. Listen to me very closely, guys. I'm not here to motivate you, right? And I don't mind motivating you. I don't mind getting you pumped up. I don't mind getting you excited. I've even heard on a couple occasions, people say, E.T., when we listen to your stuff, we want to run through a brick wall. I get it. But I don't want you to run through a brick wall today. Like, I want you to run through a brick wall for the rest of your life, right? Because if you run through a brick wall for the rest of your life, then I know you got it. And so again, for real, trust me when I tell you, I did not come this far for the money. I did not leave my family for 2 weeks for the money. Listen to me very closely. We've been so blessed. We've been so blessed. We've poured into the world. I don't know how it happened, but the world poured back in us. Like, it's a crazy thing. We just gave away free videos. And I told a group before, CJ missed his anniversary a couple days ago, and I missed my wife for the first time. I've been dating my wife since I was 16 years old. This is the first time I've ever, since we have dated and been married, that I've missed her birthday. It's never happened, right? But why did I miss it? Because I felt led. I felt led when we sat down and talked about the tour, when we talked about what cities we were going to go to, we talked about what Glenn wanted to do, what he wanted to accomplish. I was like, I got to do it. I can't explain it to you, but something in my spirit saying, E.T., you got to make this move. Now, let me tell y'all this. This is crazy. I have not gone on the road for 2 weeks, guys, and God is my witness. I can't even tell you the last time I've been on the road for 2 weeks. I can't even tell you when I've been on the road for a week. Like, I pride myself now in being so good that I get to go and speak and they fly me right back home. Worst case scenario, I spend the night, I get the first flight, come on. I haven't been away from home 3 nights in years. I can't tell you the last time I've been gone for 2 weeks, but listen to me. I decided to do it because I felt somewhere in my heart, I felt my spirit saying that Australia needs this message. Somebody in New Zealand needs this message. And when they get this message tonight, they're never going to be the same again. Like, and I don't know who you are in this room, but you're going to leave this room like I left that meeting with Bob Proctor. Again, I'll never forget. I said to the organizer, I just had one favor. I don't need anything else. If you could set up a meeting with me and Bob Proctor, I just know if I could get in the room with that guy because I know what I want. And that's what listen to me. Your life is not going to change until you know what you want. I knew what I wanted. Look, Bob Proctor was in the room. I was in the room. But we didn't get together by osmosis. Like, Bob Proctor didn't say, I want to meet with Eric Thomas. The organizer didn't say, Eric, you know what? You probably need to meet with Bob Proctor. Like, you're advancing in your career. You need to sit down. No one said anything to me. I knew what I wanted. And I knew that Bob Proctor was going to be instrumental in helping me to get there. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many programs you go to. I don't care how much money you invest. If you don't know in your heart what you want, it's not going to happen. I was clear when I got to that event. I knew who was on the docket. I knew who was speaking. I knew what time they were speaking. I knew Bob Proctor was in that room. And if I could just get a meeting with him. And I was, I'm young. I don't know no better. I'm like, I'll pay you. I was like, sir, I remember we sat down. I was a little nervous. First thing I said was, sir, I'll pay you. I don't want you to think I'm competing with you. He said, kid, competition is for amateurs. I'm a pro. You couldn't take my... He said, listen to me. You couldn't take my clientele if you wanted to, kid. This is not a competition. You're good. As a matter of fact, man, I relaxed. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you. You remind me of me when I was your age. And so whatever I can do to help you, I want to help you. Listen to what I'm saying. I knew what I wanted. And the first thing some of you in this room have to do, you've got to get to the place where you know what you want. Because when you know what you want, E.T., why am I not fired up? E.T., why am I sleeping in? Because you don't have a reason to get up. You don't have a reason to wake up early in the morning. You don't have a reason to work out. I wish y'all could have seen C a year or two when we first started this tour. He was about 65 pounds heavier. Somebody say, E, your boy C lost all that weight. How did he do it? What's the P90X, whatever it is, T25. I was like, no, none of that. Yoga. Atkins diet. I'm like, no, he had a son. Like, I wish I could tell you it was something. I wish I could tell you my man started lifting weights. He didn't. What happened? He had a son, and he wanted to be in his son's life a little longer, and he knew he was obese, and so he lost for his son. Many of you have not activated who you are because you don't know what you want. And you're working for somebody that knows what they want, and you're mad at them because of how they're treating you, but they're treating you the way they're treating you because they know what they want, and you helping them to make their dreams become a reality, and you're getting upset. Why? Because you don't know what you want. So when they call me now, ET, we got 15, and we're going to give you 15 now, or we hanging up. I'm like, hang up. You're not scaring me. Hang up. I guarantee you this month, 30 other people going to call me. Hang up. Biggest sports in America called me last year. We'll give you this, we'll give you that. Where do we sign? I'm like, I don't speak for that. That's not me. You going to meet all the, I said, I know what I want. That's not what I want. You can't dangle something in front of my face I don't want that. You can't make me. That's what I do. I wake up every single day and I go after what I want. But if you don't know what you want, what are you even waking up for? I'm telling you, somebody in this room, if you can begin to see yourself, man, I don't care who teaches you. I don't care who trains you. I don't care what presentation you go to. The person who's teaching you, trust me, we don't have a low self-esteem. Trust me, if we teaching you, like we trying to live at a certain level, but I can't activate something in you that you got to activate that. My videos don't work the same for everybody. There might be 2 million people watching my video. Everybody that's watching my videos is not taking their game to the next level. Some people watching my videos and they just getting excited for about 30 minutes and they cut the video off. Somebody's life has changed because of the video. Somebody got through cancer with the video. Somebody got through an ugly divorce through the videos. Somebody didn't get a divorce because of the videos. Somebody's treating their son totally different. Somebody's winning like their guys winning national championships. The guys back at home who are the #1 draft picks, they call me on a regular basis. These kids wishing my wife happy Mother's Day, happy birthday. And there are those of you in this room, you are great. You are phenomenal, and you're not walking in it because you don't know who you are and what you want. So if this is the last one. So before I go into this one, you just got to, for those of you, and I'm talking to you and you know who you are, you do not understand how phenomenal you are. You have not walked into how great you are yet. You've not gone there yet. I just need you to be transparent. I just need you to raise your hand and just say, E, that's me. I'm the person that I have not walked in my, hands down. We're gonna do it one more time. Because a couple you knew, but you was waiting for the next, like, 3 people. All right, they raised their hand, I'm gonna raise my hand. Like, no, for real, I need you to think about what I'm saying. And if you acknowledge what I'm asking you to acknowledge, you're going to help yourself, and we're going to get to a whole nother level. So I'm going to ask you again, E.T., I really don't know what I want. I am not walking in my greatness. My esteem is not where it should be. I'm accepting things that I probably shouldn't accept. And when I leave today, I'm ready to embrace the true me. If that's you, just want to see, good. All right, hands down. So real quick, Bob Proctor said that most people are not going after what they want, all right? This is critical. Most people are not going after what they want, right? So it's funny, my wife has always been like a scary cat. Like, she's never really been a woman of faith. And in the last few years since she was diagnosed with MS, her faith has gone to a whole nother level. And we were looking at homes, and I'm looking at, like, we're moving to California. So I was looking at like a $2 million, $3 million home. And my wife was looking at that and a $50 million home. And I'm like, why are you looking at that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like way out of our range. She said, it's out of your range. It's not out of my range. And I was like, well, last time I checked my little income statements, that was what she said. Who said you had to pay for it? And I was like, whoa, like I was tripping, like kind of like, whoa, my wife is like, this is our starter home. Like, when we move to California, this is where we're going to be, but this is where we're going. And I was like, that's deep, because I was just about to settle for the $2-3 million home. Like, I was like, oh, we moving to Cali. Like, man, we're going to be able to afford a house, and it's not going to be on the beach. Like, it might be a 30-minute walk to the beach, but we can walk and get there. And my wife was like, I want this $50 million home. And she said, goals. And it was like glass on the water. And I was like, wow. So Bob Proctor was right. Most people are not going after what they want. My wife is like, we're going to get this house. Look, my wife's looking for a house while we're looking for a house. Who does that? we're looking for a house and she's looking for a house. I'm like, who, you looking for 2 homes? Like, is that even possible? She's like, that's right. Because as soon as we move into this one, I'm going to start preparing for that one. How many of us in this room, we are not going after what we want? We are just surviving. Raise your hand. You are merely surviving. Good, hands down. Now this is important because when you leave, you are going to read books like you've never read books before. Some of you join the program. Listen to me. Some of you are going to watch movies, listen to music. Look, that does not matter. If everything in your life changes, but you don't change, then nothing changes. Understand what I'm saying? You can buy all the books you want. If you don't change, nothing changes. But once you change, everything around you is going to change. Every time. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. All of a sudden, the best teams that I talk to in the States, the unis, they just start winning. The NBA players I talk to, they just seem to get better. Winners win. And so I need you to create a culture of winning. And do me a favor, you don't have to win at a whole bunch of stuff. Just win one day at a time. Win one day. I win when I iron my wife's clothes. That's a win. I win when I wash dishes. That's a win. I win when I go to an elementary school and speak. That's a win. I win when I win when I go to a middle school. That's a win. A high school. That's a win. When I went to Australia, that was a win. Cairo, Egypt, that was a win. Bermuda, that was a win. Now I'm in New Zealand. My people like, yo, E, you in New Zealand? I was talking to them today. They was like, yo, E, man, I can't believe it, E. Like they were like, yo, E, man, how was your workout on Wednesday, E? I was like, They was like, what was New Zealand like? How was your workout in New Zealand? I was like, it is not Wednesday. Y'all a day behind. Like for real, I'm talking to my people on the phone and my phone actually says yesterday. That's what my phone got on. Yesterday. I'm like, wow, y'all in yesterday. I'm in the day. That's how it is right now. I'm 16 hours ahead. Y'all need to catch up. I'm about to be in September. Y'all still caught up in August. I'm about to be in September. So I need you to do me a favor, guys. I need you to win. Small victories from this day forward. First, you're going to find out what you want. And then after you find out what you will spend the rest of your day, the rest of your days, until you know what you want, you will not get good rest. You will not watch TV programs. Listen to me. You will not do the stuff that you normally do until you find out what you want, because what you want is going to activate everything else. So there is no playtime. There is no fun time. If you don't know what you want, then you've not begun to live yet. Hey, E.T., I don't know what I'm passionate about. You better find out. So watch what he says. Even some of the most serious goal seekers and goal setters are going after what they think they can get. So I got a 4-year degree. Because my boy, well, I'll be honest with y'all, I saw this guy named Pucky, and Pucky was real smart, and he used these big words, and he always got good grades. So I said, I can't finish college. I can't finish the uni because I'm not him. Then Mason West graduated, and he had like a photographic memory. He could just read something and then get it. I was like, yep, I can't do it. Okay, he couldn't do it. And then my boy Skip graduated. I was like, I could do it. Skip smoked weed like every other day. I was like, oh, you can smoke weed and graduate. Oh man, maybe I have a chance. I never smoked, but I'm like, yo, he like, that's like where I come from. Like, that's normal people. Skip would drink, Skip went out and party, and he still graduated. I was like, yep, I could do it. So I got my 4-year degree. Then Skip went on to get his master's degree, and I was like, yep, I can get my master's degree. But I never went after my PhD because Skip did it, I thought I could do it. So I only did things that I thought I could do. Then when I started meeting people like Bob Proctor, I started saying, E.T. is, because they didn't expect that somebody like me from my background could do it. So you talking about winning. Not only did I win, but because I blew their expectations, I started charging an extra $20,000, $30,000. I told you, same company, I charged them an extra 20. Like, E, how you charging us 20 extra thousand? The scope of the responsibility hadn't changed. I said, it did. He said, no, it's the same people. You do this every year. Nothing has changed. I said, something has changed. I got a PhD. I got another win. I got another what? Win. Come on, I got another what? Win. And that wasn't just like a regular season win. That's not like a playoff win. That's like the highest level. And because I won again, then we came out with an album a couple months later that hit 14 on the charts. And in New Zealand, it's number 8. That's another win. Come on, that's another win. And if you would just get some baby wins in your life. For real, y'all trying to all blow up. Y'all all trying to get to the top of the top. Stop trying to blow up and get me some baby wins. When I go back home, I just did an international. Somebody gonna have to pay more. Whoever the next gig is, they gonna have to pay more because now I'm about to add to the resume. Bro, I'm not even gonna put all the cities. I'm just gonna put win on the cities. Just win, another win. Promise me, listen to me, promise me when you leave, nothing major. Be faithful over few, and I will make you rule over many. Be faithful over few, and I will make you ruler over many. Just be faithful over the things that are in front of you. I'm telling you, one day you're gonna wake up from a high school dropout. I don't really know what I am. I can't really identify myself, but my next goal is the Nobel Peace Prize. Why? Because it's crazy. How long would it take me to win a Nobel Peace Prize? That's like some Mother Teresa stuff. Can I tell you this? No, this is why I'm telling you to tell me what you want. This is why this is important. I can't win easy, Tyrone. That's been taken already. What up? It's your boy Charles Poindexter, and thank somebody it's Thursday. I'm like, it's not gonna work. So what do you want? Most people are not going after what they want. Most people, and some of the most serious people, some of the most serious goal seekers and goal setters are not going after, or only going after what they think they can get. If that's you, I just want you to raise your hand, and I want you to make the commitment that today, come on, say it with me, today. Come on, today. Come on, today is the last day. Come on, today is the last day. Come on, today is the last day. But I will go after what I don't want. Come on, today is the last day that I will go after what I don't want. Last year I went to speak for a university, and the guy said, I promise y'all I didn't know. He said, Eric Thomas is ranked one of the top motivational speakers in the world. I didn't even know. He started calling out names: Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Darren Hardy, Bob Proctor, Robert Kiyosaki. I had the slightest idea. I didn't even know. So E.T., how did you get there if you didn't have a marketing plan? Listen to me, no marketing strategy. How did you get there? We went from 70% to giving 80%, to giving 90%, to giving 100%, to giving 120%. And I'm telling you, if you would go from 70 to 80, and then 80 to 90, and then 90 to 100, and then 100 to 120, you start seeing those zeros change in your life. You start seeing your marriage change. Your relationship with your children change. Your health change. Guys, we've been here 11 days. We've been on the road for 11 days. I think 6 different hotels. We've been to 6 different cities. Listen to me. We worked out 11 straight days. I ran for about an hour daily on the treadmill. Listen to me. That has never happened before when we were on the road, ever. We got up every day. When it opened, we got there at 5 or 6, and we worked out every single day, 11 straight days. I activated something I never activated. CJ activated something he never. CJ actually activated me. I saw him lose 60 pounds. I was like, oh no, we're not gonna be on the road and you all slim and I'm chunky, right? I'm not gonna be gutted out while you sitting here slim and trim. So what time you going? He's like, I'm going to 6. I'm going to 6 then. You're not gonna leave me. I'm doing 45. Well, I'm doing 46 because I'm older than you. My metabolism is a little slower than yours. Listen to me. The only thing changed is I activated more of me than I had ever activated before. So if you're in this room and you're ready to take it to the next level, I need you to write it now. I need you to write where you are, 70%, and I need you to write down that level that, I want you to write down that level that you're committing to go to me. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You owe you an explanation. Probably going to be racism to the day I die. but I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm still gonna be a millionaire. I'm still gonna be one of the top motivational speakers in the world. No, I didn't grow up on that side of the town. No, my mama don't have no network. No, I don't know a whole lot of people. No, I'm not at a country club. No, I don't play golf, and I don't plan on playing no time soon. No, I'm not a part of the country club. No, I'm not. I don't hang out with them, but I'm still gonna be successful. I'm still gonna get to where they are. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me. And for those of you, if you're going to legitimately get to 120%, you have to be in pain at 70. And the reason why you have not gone to the next level is because you don't have a problem with 60. You don't. There are those of you in this room, you're losing, you're coming up short, and it doesn't bother you, it doesn't hurt you, and you can't change what doesn't hurt. You have to get to, look, I was homeless. I was eating out of trash cans, guys. But why was I doing it? Because it didn't bother me. It didn't hurt until I got to a point where I saw other kids going to college, other kids being happy and living their life. I'm like, why are you sleeping in abandoned buildings? I said, enough is enough. Enough is enough, E. When I had my son, my father was a high school dropout. My grandfather was. I didn't want that for my son. I said, enough is enough. I've gotten on the plane like, E, why you always got to sit in the back? E, why you always got to take 3 flights to get to one place? E, why you got to stay in that hotel? E, why you got to drive that car? E, why can't you afford? I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to be real with you. You can walk out of here if you want to saying you're going to go from 70 to 100. But if you're not sick and tired of 60, you're going to stay on 60. Let's be real. Come on, I got one more before we go. Let's just be real. How many of you guys are at 60 or 70 and you want to be at 120, but 60 or 70 ain't really, you feel like you ain't going to die if you stay at 60 or 70? Raise your hand. Be honest. I ain't going to die. Hands down, right? And until you get to the point where you feel like you're going to die, you're never going to get to 120. You got to get to the point where it hurts. You got to get to the point, guys. I told you it took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but can I tell you something? I don't say this all the time. I went to every graduation. The year I was supposed to graduate, I went to the graduation, and I went every year up to 12 years. And do you know why I went every year up to 12 years? Because it hurt. And because I wanted it to hurt. And so I would go. 5th year I go. E, you ain't graduated yet? No. When you gonna graduate? Someday. The 6th year, my boys, E, what's up? You still here? Yep, what you doing here? I'm gonna graduate one day. The 8th year, E, what's up? My little sister graduated. You still here? Yep, I'm still here. What you doing here? I'm gonna graduate. The 10th year, E, my little cousin here now. So I'm old school. This is how we used to do it back when my father and them, like that generation, when they would shake your hand. That was the contract back in the day. Some of y'all too young to know that. But if I say I'd see you tomorrow at 8 and we go like this, I would see you at 7:45 the next day. Or something bad had to happen and I didn't make it to you. So contract is something you can get out of. Covenant means when I tell you we're going to do it, is nothing. I'm going to be a man or a woman of my word. I made a covenant to myself, 120. And then I told y'all 2 years ago, I found out my wife had 7 lesions on her brain. I'm going to be real with y'all. I wasn't struggling when I found out. Why? Because I was 120. I wasn't struggling because I knew I was 120. I was 120 in motivation, so I was about to let her have it. We're in the hospital room. Sister girl about to start crying. Like, she strong, so she ain't going to never cry. It's going to be those that when you have them in here, but they don't never really, my girl's strong, so they right here. And I see her like she emotional, like, shoot, I got 7 lesions on my brain. And I look at my girl and say, I can, I will, I must. Like, if you've ever seen that video before, that video didn't come from a book. That video came from me being in the room with my wife and seeing my wife going through it, looking at my wife and saying, we can, we will, and we must get through this. Because when you deal with an illness, it's just not the illness that's going to break you. It's your mental toughness, your mental strength. And I told my wife, we're going to get through this like we've gotten through everything else. I was 120. I didn't become ET when my wife got sick. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't know what's ahead of you. And that 70% you giving right now, a trial or a tribulation might come. A storm might be coming, and it's going to break you if you at 60. My wife has a chronic illness, and I looked at that chronic illness and said, you will not destroy us. You will not defeat us. This disease will make us stronger. It will not break us as a family. So we came home, the doctor gave her Copaxone. It was a long needle like this. And I asked the doctor, I'm like, yo, doc, how long we got to do this? She said, well, you're going to have to do it every day. I said, every day for how long? She said, every day for the rest of her life. I said, I don't accept that. Listen to me, I'm about to close. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. 120, why I'm telling you to get 120. I looked at the doctor and was like, I don't accept that. I don't care what school you went to. I don't care how deep you are. I do not accept that my wife, I don't know how many of y'all like needles, but my wife don't. I do not accept the fact that she's going to be doing this for the rest of her life. I do not. Went home, prayed about it, went home, looked at my wife and said, do it, but do not do it. But every time you do it, say, this is the last time. Whatever you do when you do it, do not embrace it. Whatever you do when you do it, do not say, this is going to be a part of my life because somebody told you it was going to be a part of your life. You need to start rejecting some of the stuff people telling you. You need to stop embracing it. Just because they said it, it doesn't mean it's true for you. Just because you don't believe, just because you're going to be in poverty, just because your marriage ain't going to work out, just because your kids aren't going to be successful. I'm not owning that. That's not my life. 6 months later, I tell you no lie, 6 months later, FDA came out with a new hookup. It was the same medication, but now it was a little bit more in a smaller needle, and it was only three times a week. And the doctor was like, Eric, you should be happy. And I said, I am, but I still don't settle. I still don't accept that she's going to be taking a needle 3 times for the rest of her life. And 2 years later, doing our homework, we found a Gelinian, a pill that you can take. I didn't accept what they told me. Stop accepting what people tell you, and you start speaking stuff into existence. I do not believe in a needle for the rest of her life, and it's not even my body, and I don't believe in it. Okay, women, watch this. And I ain't said this the whole time I've been here. This was the challenge with the needle. Like you feel me? So when you take a needle and you stick the needle in your body, it does what to your body? Bruises. So my girl can't wear shorts no more. So what's crazy is when you gotta do something every day, you can't do it in the same spot. So I'm watching my wife, okay, boom, and she gotta remember where she did it. So we go on 7 days. Okay, I did it here. All right, Eric, would I do it here or here yesterday? And all you see is these big bruises starting to, so now she not wearing, she can't wear the nice, topless, because she got the arm, you can see the bruises are starting to travel down. I'm like, I don't accept this. And I thought the 3 was going to be at least cool, but what happens when you take it once on Friday, then you don't take it again on Monday, it hurts even worse on Monday because you went Saturday and Sunday without it. And then when we got that pill, I was like, yep, got the pill. And the doctor was like, well, the reason why I didn't tell you about the pill is because it's expensive. And the insurance company's probably not going to pay for it. I was like, all right, let's try. You telling me they not? Can we try? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you're not even trying. You don't even try to do it. You've given up before you even tried. So she went to the insurance company. Insurance company came back and said it's denied. Cost too much. I was like, how much is too much? We're talking about my wife's health. They said $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. I was like, all right, cool. Let's try it one more time. We tried it one more time. They denied. I told my wife, my wife said, try a third time. Like, I ain't begging. If you want to try, you can try. I'm not begging. I went to the doctor and said, what pharmacy? Do I give you $10,000 a month or do I got to give y'all $120,000 a year? What if I wasn't doing 120? What if I was still giving 60%? I was working at a job that didn't even pay me $100,000 a year. My wife said, I know you're making good money, but that's an extra $10,000 a year. I said, don't even worry about it, sweetheart. I was working for Nike at the time. I was like, I'll charge them an extra $10,000 a year. I'm about to get my PhD. Don't worry about it. I'll charge Under Armour an extra $5. Maybe I'll charge Nike $5 more and Under Armour $5 more. But don't worry about it. It ain't going to come out of our pocket. You think when I told Nike I needed an extra $5-10 grand, you think Nike told me no? You think Nike going to find another dude to come in the hood and talk to these kids like I talked to them? What, you think they're going to call, you think about to come to the hood and talk to a group of kids? You think about to come to Detroit inner city and tell these kids, come on, who you gonna call? I've craved out a whole calling for myself that don't nobody else have. Who you gonna call? You gonna call one of the other top 10 motivational speakers in the world and you think they about to come to this prison and talk? To swim. Like, don't you supposed to get in trouble? Yeah, he is. But if you kick Mike off the team, what's the chances of bringing home a goal? You think the other dude, I don't even know his name. I'm from America. I don't even know the other swimmers' names. Only name I know is Michael Phelps. This ain't, everybody know, if you know anything about the Olympics, you know who this kid is. My man got caught smoking weed. It was like, stop it. Don't do it again. If he was given 70%, he'd have been off the team. But if you think about kicking him off, all you just, boosh, 120, 120, 120. They're like, all right, just stop doing it. My man got caught on YouTube doing it again. He didn't just get caught like in a room somewhere. He was on YouTube with his friends at the swimming pool like, hey. Oh, don't worry about it. They're not going to do nothing. You worried about why my boss treat me like this? Why do people treat me like that? Because you're not giving 120. If your boss knew he could lose you, if your boss knew you could go to the competitor's company and bring that competitor some money, he wouldn't. When you 120, they don't treat you a certain way. Eric, how do you feel in America? Look, I Delta Airlines, I'm diamond status. When I walk up, they don't even know what color. I'm diamond. If I call and say I need to change my flight, they know how much money I spend. They're like, he's diamond. Ask C will go with me. They're like, we can only do one bag. I'm like, I'm diamond. How many bags do you have? Come, bring us all your bags. Diamond status. Are you diamond status? And if you're not diamond status, you need to get there. Execution, guys. Write this down. Execution is worshiped. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. You get away with a lot of stuff when you start executing. So I want you to think about an area of your life. You say you're giving 70%, but I want you to think specifically about an area of your life. Area of your life where you're not executing. And then I need you to just put a 7-day plan together and a 21-day plan together. And you say, Eric, in the next 7 days, this is where I'm going to execute. In the next 21 days, this is where I'm going to execute. And in the next 30 days, this is where I'm going to execute where I wasn't executing before. And I'm telling you, if you execute, you're going to be on a whole nother level.
Gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Listen to me, baby. Welcome to another edition of Thank God It's Monday. Look, I got something for you, baby. I'm pumped up myself. I'm excited. Look, I wish I was at home watching this particular TGIM myself. Like, I don't even wish I was doing this one. I wish I was giving this to myself. Why? Because this baby right here, this is poverty proof. Are you hearing me? Poverty proof. If you get this in your system, I'm guaranteeing you, baby, you're going to be on a whole other level. So listen to me very closely. No excuses. After this one, after this TGIM, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm about to give you a TGIM that's going to separate you from the competition. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you apply the stuff I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you more money, more money, more money. Like, you about to go to a whole nother level in every area of your life. So we've been talking about the I am. That's right, baby, the I am. And I want to talk to you today, not about the I, but the A, baby, the A. That's right, I want to talk to you about the A. Listen to me. All right, listen to me very closely. If you do what I'm telling you to do, listen. You're about to separate yourself from the pack, separate yourself from the crowd, and you're about to be on top. And I'm talking about on a whole nother level. So principle number one, I need you to die on E. You heard what I said, die on E. E.T., what you talking about? Die on E. I ain't no car. Man, I remember when I was young, my first whip, I had a blue Escort. That's right, a blue Escort, right? And I'm gonna tell you something, man. my car broke down. I never forget the day it broke down. I had filled the car up, that's right, with gas. I had gotten an oil change. Listen to me, I had an oil change and the car was almost on full. And when that car died, I had about 40 bucks in that car. Are you hearing me? You heard what I said. Die on E. When you die, when life is over for you. Are you hearing me? I don't want you to have one idea left in you. I don't want one dream left in you. When you die, I want you to go for broke. Every CD that you were supposed to do, every book you were supposed to write, every degree you were supposed to get. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Everything you were supposed to accomplish. When you die, don't go to the grave with nothing. When you die, die on E. And what I mean is I want you to give everything you got. I want you to, listen to me, full potential. I want you to get everything out your system. So that's number one. You got, my boy Alex put it like this. The reason why you guys are going to separate yourself from everybody else if you die on E, because most people that are alive are living on neutral. They driving in neutral. They operating in neutral. So I want you to get out of neutral and put it in drive. I need you to transition from the I to the A. Woo! That's right. I said it. Transition from the I. And what's an I? The I is an idea. That's all it is. It's an idea. So I want us to do more A than I. That's right. I want us to live in the A and not the I. What do I mean by that? Some people, man, they got an idea and all you do is talk, talk, talk. Every time you get an idea, you pick up the phone, you call your homegirl, you three-way, you get on conference call, and you getting excited about your idea. All right? You telling your mama about it, your daddy about it, and there's more life in you when you talk about the idea than you put any action in it. Are you hearing me? So do me a huge favor. Write the idea down and then shut up. You heard what I said. Write the idea down and shut up. You ain't got to share your idea with 50 people. Write the idea down and boom, get to stepping, baby. Get to the action. Because listen to me very closely. Your success is not determined on just what you say. Now, I'm not disagreeing with you got to speak stuff into existence. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I'm telling you, you can't talk about it all the time. You got to be about it. So I want some action. So what does that mean? That means when you wake up in the morning, there's 24 hours in a day after you finish sleeping, right? And I don't know how much sleep you need, right? There's this big debate. E.T., how much sleep do I need? I don't have the slightest idea. I know how much I need. You might need 5. You might need 6. You might need 7. You might need 8. I don't know. That's your business. But listen to what I'm telling you. After you have finished sleeping, after you finish eating, and if you just that immature and you need to get your play on every day, you need to play video games. I don't know. You need to play cards. I don't know what you need to do. Whatever you need to do after you finish exercising, I'm telling you to spend the rest of that time in action. And you're going to separate yourself from everybody. Why? Because most people, all they doing is talk, 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 talk. That's all they doing is talk, 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 talk. And they getting pumped up and they getting excited from talking. So I'm saying get out of neutral and get it into drive. The majority of your day. So on Monday, I want you to have 10, write down a things to do list. And I want you to say at the end of the day, if I wrote down 20 things, what did I get done? And I'm trying to tell you, at the end of Monday, at the end of Tuesday, at the Wednesday, at the end of Thursday, at the end, you get what I'm saying? This ain't rocket science. At the end of your week, if you were supposed to get 60 things done and you got 40 things done, you're going to be average. At the end of the week, if you're supposed to get 60 things done and you got 50 done, you're going to be pretty good. But at the end of the week, if you got 58, 59, 60 things done out of 60, let me tell you something. You're going to separate yourself from everybody else. Are you hearing what I'm saying? All right. All I'm trying to tell you is this. Don't let your words guide you. Let your actions guide you. Are you hearing me? Don't let your words guide you. Let your actions guide you. And if you spend the majority of your day writing stuff down and then fulfilling it, you're going to be tight work. So stop, listen to me. Stop getting all pumped up about an idea. Everybody has one. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a goal. Stop dreaming about it. Stop talking about it and get up and do something about it. That A, baby, that action, that grinding, that waking up and grinding. Okay, here's my final one. Woo! You got to get this last one in your spirit. This is what separates E.T. from most other people that do what I do. After you do, pursue. After you do, pursue. What does that mean? You never get to a place where you chilling. You never get to a place in your life where you accomplish something and you feel like you accomplished it and now you straight. Now you good. Listen to me very closely. You heard me say it on the mixtape. You heard me say when I did the Miami Dolphins gig, I did the Miami Dolphins, and after the Miami Dolphins, I'm not satisfied. And then you saw after the Dolphins, you saw your boy with the Carolina Panthers. That's right. I spoke it. You're right. I spoke it before it happened. You're absolutely right. But after I spoke it, I started putting stuff into motion. Are you hearing me? We started to do things. Specifically, we put up a video. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We put up a video on Thursday night, and somehow within a couple hours, the video hit World Star Hip Hop. And once it hit World Star Hip Hop, are you not hearing what I'm saying? We put forth action. We just wasn't talking. We wasn't just sitting around. We put forth action. And then once that video got out, people start calling. And listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that when you do, pursue. After you do, you accomplish it, then you pursue. You don't stop right there. So I started doing TGIM, baby. And when I started doing TGIM, I started getting calls from schools saying, E.T., we showing the TGIM in the classroom. And so I don't just do, I pursue. And so now I got a series out. That's right, probably came out yesterday, called TGIT. Thank God I teach. So after I pursued the TGIM and it worked, now I'm pursuing something else. So I'm giving teachers, that's right, teachers who are struggling in the classroom, because the classroom, listen to me, it's complex, man. It is a complex situation. And some of them don't have the tools that they need. So now we're doing a whole new video series. We went from Thank God It's Monday, Thank God It's Married, to TGIT. Are you hearing me? The more I do, the more I pursue. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not doing things that's gonna take me away from my goal. I'm not scatterbrained. I'm not all over the place. I ain't doing 3 or 4 things that's gonna interrupt with the thing that I was called to do. But listen to me very closely. I pursued something that was already natural. We already on camera. We've already perfected this. We've already spent time in the lab understanding what we have to do differently. So to do a TGIT is natural. It only take another 10 or 15 minutes. Are you hearing me? So I'm not running like a chicken with my head cut off all over the place. All right, so I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna give you the 3 principles and I'm gonna let you go. Listen to me very close. You gotta get it. Number 1, die on E. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. All right? Number 2, less I and more A. All right? We practice? We talk about practice? Yeah, we talking about practice. That's right. We talking about action steps. We talking about in the dark, doing stuff in the dark so that when it's showtime, when the lights come on, you have prepared and you are ready for that opportunity. And finally, baby, when you got a goal, you got a dream, and it happens, don't stop at the do. Keep pursuing, baby. It's your boy E.T. saying this right here is poverty proof, baby. More money, more money, more money. And if you do what I'm telling you to do, bam, you're gonna go to a whole nother level. Now remember, you're gonna struggle along the way. It ain't gonna be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Are you hearing me? If it was easy, everybody would do it. But without struggle, there's absolutely no progress. Now forget what happened in the past, baby. All right, this ain't the past. This ain't 2002. This ain't 2003. This ain't 1998. Whatever happened back then, forget about it. It's in the past. Do me a favor. Work on your present. Don't even worry about your future. You work on the present and make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's your boy E.T. saying, thank God it's Monday. School is the most important thing in your life. And while I hate school, I got a PhD. And I hate school. I hate everything about it. So somebody say, E, if you hate school so much, why you get a PhD? Because I hate school, but I love options. You can have average skill, but you can't have average will. You can't have average will. Like your will has to be phenomenal. You have to see basketball as the gateway. It's like a passport. Basketball is just your way to get in, and then once you get in, boom, then you dominate. So I'm telling you, you're not taking a test because they're giving you the test. You're taking a test that's about to change your life, your mama's life. And I know if you take the test serious, you'll kill it. When you go through your go-through, your siblings are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your friends are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your parents are watching you. And people will use your strength to get through their stuff. Yo, what up? It's your boy E.T. Hey, remember, this is freesummerschool.com. You heard what I said, freesummerschool.com. Remember, knowledge is the new money. Get you some, and I mean that. Get you some. All right, now I'm talking about something today, man, that, listen to me, I don't care if you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, family, y'all. Family, y'all. Family, y'all. And it's so important. Listen to me, and I'm gonna be real. I wasn't one, I didn't understand how important family was until I didn't have family. They say sometimes you don't know, what you had until it's gone. And when I ran away from home at 13 years old, I'm being honest, guys. It wasn't the house, it wasn't the transportation, it wasn't the food, it wasn't the entertainment, it was none of that. Like I miss the social capital, y'all. What you mean by that, ET? Man, I just miss talking to my mom. I miss talking to my sister. I miss, what I'm saying? Like, I miss just eating together. I miss the car rides together. I'm not talking about transportation, just the car rides, going to Chicago every weekend. Me and my mom went to Chicago every weekend about 7 years in a row. We go by McDonald's and get the big breakfast. Just the memories we made. I miss looking at pictures. I miss watching TV together, not even anything on TV, just watching TV together. You know what I'm saying? I miss going to my aunt's. I miss going to my grandma's house with my family for Thanksgiving, the 4th of July. Like, I read something that says the only rock that's steady, y'all, is family. Are you hearing me? And I'm being honest. I've been through a lot. I've experienced a lot, but it ain't nothing like a mother's love, right? And for those of you who've been blessed to have your biological father in your life as a strong tower, man, I'm sure it's nothing like having your biological father in your life. Or for those of you who have been blessed to have somebody, whether it be a mother or a father who's not your biological, who came in your life and blessed you, man, it's nothing like family, y'all. But I'm telling you, I've been through a lot. And when I've been through my go through, it's been my mom, it's been my wife. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's been Dee Dee those years. It was my mom in those early years. And then even as an adult, raising children and going through certain things, I did not understand just how valuable family is. And let me tell you something. I'm telling you, when I became an academic advisor at Michigan State University and the babies used to come to school, I'm telling you, a lot of them would fail, not because they weren't smart, but they missed that social capital. They missed going home and mama's food. They missed the stability of family. They miss hearing, yo, you do your homework. They miss somebody holding them accountable. They miss their church family. I'm telling you, sometimes you don't know how important something is until you don't have it. And I know people who've lost their mom, and Q's probably going to talk about it a little later. But I know people who lost their mom, Valari, people who lost, their fathers, right? And they still say to this day that they wake up and think about them every single day. Is nothing like family, y'all. And so even the word is clear. The word says, honor thy mother and thy father, right? While they are alive, so that your days on this earth can be long. Even the Bible tells you to honor your parents, right? And so I just want you to know family is so important. And I know chasing money, getting good grade, but I'm telling you, your family is an anchor. So your family might not be the ship, but they the anchor. Your family might not be the house, but they the foundation, right? You need your family. So be careful how you talk to your mama. Be careful how you disrespect your mama. Be careful how you treat your daddy. Be careful how you treat your siblings. Like, that's important. I'm telling y'all, I say this, you can call my sister Nico. I guarantee you she gonna tell you, I worship the ground my little sister worked. I ain't go nowhere without her. I protected my sister. I looked after my sister. Right now, my youngest sister was 2 when I left. So I didn't necessarily have that opportunity because I wasn't home. But I'm telling y'all, it's nothing like family. Your cousins is nothing like family. Your aunties and uncles, your grandparents is nothing. Your godparents is nothing like family. And some of our family are not just blood. Some of our family are the people that we've gotten close to, and they share the same values that we share, right? They think like we think, right? They have the same, belief system that we have. So family is life. B, sound that alarm for me. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all. Listen to me. Family is the life jacket in the stormy sea of life. I'm telling you, when my aunts were dying, we pulled together as a family. When my wife got diagnosed with MS, we pulled together as a family. When my mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer, we pulled around as a family. When my son broke his femur, all his family members was coming up to the hospital. people were FaceTime and sending whatever. It's nothing like family, y'all. So even if you are part of a dysfunctional family, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter, right? Family is all we have, and let's make the most out of it. It's your boy E.T. Remember, small steps, great distances. Now you know. Let's go.
Welcome to Free Summer School. Knowledge is the new
Free.
money. Get you some.
Yeah,
ET the Hip Hop
yeah.
Preacher, Dr. Eric Thomas. I'm your host, Quincy Harris, aka QDZ. Before we start, I want to tell
Free.
the students.
I just get
Free.
excited when you say
Free.
free.com.
Free. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Oh, please.
Before we get started, man, I want to let the students know. Just respect your space.
Yeah.
You know, how you treat your space says a lot about yourself. I have to tell my sons over and over and over, like, clean up. You know, clean up, make your bed. You know, like
stop
if you
right now and get this office clean.
Just like if you paid to go into a hotel room and it looked like your room, would you complain to the manager?
I want my money back. Do you want your money back? How goes the cat? How goes the rat?
Please respect your space.
Yeah,
Can you
respect
please?
your space, bro.
It's yours.
Yeah,
you know, no one's your maid, or maybe y'all do have maids, but no one's here to just serve you. Please. And the way you respect your space, it shows how you respect yourself. So today, E, we're going to talk about the importance of family. The importance of family.
Let me tell you something. Man, honor thy mother and thy father so that thy days on this earth could be long. Took me a minute to realize that, Q, but when you talk about honor your space, because it says a lot about you, it also says a lot about a man, how he treat his mama, how he treat his father, you know, depending on his situation with his father, how he treats, you know, depending on the situation with his mom, but, you know, your grandma. Man, I don't know if y'all saw the pic I posted, but I was with my grandma, bruh, 91. You know, my boys was like, E, when you go see your grandma? I was like, when I can't tell the network, but they had me like on Fox, on this, on that, NBC, and there's this other hookup. They came to the event. It was like, E, we want to do an interview. I was like, I can't do it, bro. I got to go see my grandma. Like, it ain't no space between, like, I got to go. My next gig is at 4:30. It's 12, so I got to get to my grandma. Because, you know what I'm saying? And one of the dudes recognized it the next day at an event I did. He's like, I see how you stole away. I said, yeah, I want to try to be disrespectful, but my grandma, 91, I don't know. And she got the vaccine, or grandma got the vaccine. She like, I need to get in. I need to get out and about, you know. But she, I don't know how long she got, bruh. And I don't know how long I have. And then my great aunts was there. Nookie and Muffin, you know what I'm saying? They came. Then my auntie, you know, her daughter, she, of course, we went to her house, Auntie Cleo, who was named after my great grandma, Cleo. So, man, I was with family, bruh. Why? That's the root. That's where it all started. How am I going to invest in strangers and I don't invest in my own family? I don't look out for the people that looked out for me before I even know how to spell look out. Like, my Aunt Cleo was looking out for me. She was like in high school babysitting me. You know what I'm saying? Before I could spell lookout, I was just trying to make sure I could spell it now. You know what I'm saying? Before I could spell it. You know what I'm saying? They was looking out. Grandma at every event I've ever done. You know, my great grandma Cleo. You know what I'm saying? So it says a lot about you when you're loyal to people who haven't been loyal to you. When you chasing and running up behind people who you want to love you when there are people who already love you. You know what I'm saying? You trying to show off and show people you're a person of character, integrity, and you're not showing the people who raised you to be a person of integrity. You feel me? So for me, it, like, your room says a lot about you. How you keep it, the way you keep your family says a lot about you. You could talk that talk all you want about you are this and you are that, Christian, you about personal development, whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. But if you're not looking after the people who either you brought into this earth or the people that brought you into this earth, if you're not cultivating them and caring for them, you're an imposter.
Fatah, let's talk. The importance of family.
Man, family is really big in the Tongan culture, and I'm sure, you know, just as any culture. But what I've been experiencing with family, you don't have to be blood to be family. You know what I mean? The values that you shared, there's these pillars that that identifies you as a Tongan. Like, and it tripped me out because I was like, this is weird. Like, what a weird culture. But every single Tongan operates in these four pillars, whether they know it or not. You know, it's just something that's been ingrained and it's been passed on. And he talked about one of them, loyalty. You know what I mean? Loyalty was one of them. And loyalty is one of the reasons why I work for ETA. You know what I mean? It was what ETA has done for my marriage, how ETA has helped rejuvenate, revived my family. You know, and just to see where the different things that we're doing now, love. You know, these are some of those pillars. And when I see the love, he offered us a ride from Grand Rapids to Lansing. Didn't even know what the situation was, but it was almost like God had already arranged it through our prayer. He was just like, don't worry, this ABC is going to happen. And we were like, man, God, look at you again. Always, you know, showing up, knowing how to make things happen for us. And then mutual respect, you know, and these are just some values that core values to be able to measure, because even family that are blood, sometimes they don't understand. You know what I mean? Sometimes sometimes they don't have your back. But we were talking about forgiveness not too long ago. When forgiveness plays a big role in it, you know, then you'll know how to operate. Family is everything. You know, like being able to have like a um, tight knit circle is everything. In the Tongan culture, we don't have. There's no word for cousins. Everyone is a brother or sister. So
Wow.
yeah, that's just the name of it. So everybody calls each
Wow.
other brother or sis. But
Wow.
there's so much importance when if another person calls me sis, I just know that I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to be uncomfortable doing something for you that I wouldn't normally do, just to make sure that you and your family are good. You know what I mean? And so the experience of family is what I've been experiencing. Breathe University is my family. Whenever we travel places, if I know somebody that's in Los Angeles, Ashley Hill, she'll be like, "Where you at, sis? You know, we're gonna come have lunch." Always looking out for each other. So yeah, family is on the foundation of love for me.
Man, Fatai knocked that out. Coach B, talk to us, man. The importance of family.
Absolutely, man. I was thinking about this topic before we went live, and I'm not going to tell the full story in detail because I don't think I can get through it without getting emotional yet. But when I was about 13 or so, I almost lost my mom. And
Wow.
thankfully, she pulled through. But she was in the hospital with a blood pressure of 60/33. If you know anything about medicine, not too many people live to tell the story after seeing numbers like that. And that experience at a very young age completely shifted my perspective on life in a positive way. And what I mean by that is there is absolutely nothing more valuable than family. And just like Fatai said, I don't care if you're blood related or not. Like, my dad is not technically my biological father, but he's the best man that I know, right? And he's family, and that's valuable than anything else. And it's hard nowadays because I think we're in a culture where stuff is valued more than people. Like, if I open up my phone, I go to Instagram and I look at anybody that I follow in the personal development space, except for ET, I see private jets, I see cars, I see beach vacations. And I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with that. Like, especially for me, I've wanted to be rich since I was a child. Like, I promise you, I was the kid that, like, I would see advertisements on TV for 3 easy payments of $97. We'll send you this DVD and you'll be a millionaire in 10 days flipping houses. Like, I was like, Mom, can we buy it? That was me. So I'm not telling you that there's anything wrong with wanting stuff, but I am saying stuff is not more valuable or important than people. And I learned that perspective shift by force. And so if there's anything that I would ask of you, it's just, you don't need to necessarily have that experience to understand it. Listen to everybody on the screen that's telling you basically the same thing, which is family and people, the people in your life who actually love and care about you. There's not that many of them, so value them. It's the most important thing that we have.
Not that many of them.
Man, listen, I'm going to add this for the students. When we say family, we also mean your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. When we say family, we also mean your brothers and sisters. There's been a thing I'm see with my kids. They argue, the 2 oldest, they argue all the time. And I'm like, that is your brother. Like, he will be there forever. I don't want you treating people outside of this house nicer than you would treat your own brother. Like, this is your family. Like, and I think a lot of times when we talk about family, I think students sometimes lose the fact that that brother or sister that took that candy bar from you or came in your room when you're on the video game and unplugged, whatever, that is still your family. I want you to give the same respect that you give to your parents. And hopefully all of our students out there are giving respect to their parents or guardians or the people who are raising them. The same respect to that brother or sister, that little annoying brother or that older brother that keeps doing whatever. We have to make sure that we value the relationships that we have
All of them, bro.
growing up. You have to.
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's really important. E,
again, this is why it's important. Again, we talk about stewardship. If you can't take care of the things that God has given to you, you can't take care of more. If you can't take care of the mama he gave you or the daddy he gave you, whatever your family dynamic, you can't take care. One thing, Q, I took care of my middle sister and my youngest sister. I left home at 16. She was 2, right? But my middle sister, 7 years younger than me, I promise you, ask anybody. I took care of my sister. My boys was like, well, we doing this. I'm like, can I bring my sister? Nope. All right, I can't roll then. You feel me? I can't roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna be doing something tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Then my parents would be home and they could watch it. But I took my sister everywhere, you know, and so take care of what, instead of coveting or wishing for or wanting something, you know, that's far away, take care of the stuff you have. And I promise you, if you're faithful over a few, he will make you rule over many. Small steps, great distance.